Hey guys. Welcome to Reddit Junkie. Today's video is on what is socially acceptable in the US that would be horrifying in the UK. So let's jump into it. When my Brit friends were visiting, they were horrified when the waiter took their credit card to swipe back at the terminal. This made them really uncomfortable. I would be uncomfortable too. I'm from Canada and they usually hand us the machine so that we can pay ourselves. German here, same for us. You never give your credit card to anyone else. If you do and someone steals from you, the bank or insurance might actually refuse to pay anything back to you. Yeah, and then bring you the receipt to sign it. I'm in Europe and I haven't signed a credit card receipt in over a decade, even my neighborhood farmer who does rounds in his van delivering produce too. The neighbors carries a handheld card reader, and since the pandemic almost all of them are contactless. Unlike your phone, put it close to the reader, done, paid. I am Canadian. I was at Disneyland a couple years ago and used my credit card's contactless pay system at one of the restaurants in the park because I noticed it had a little logo on the machine indicating it was possible. You know, the technology that has been standard for more than a decade. The person working the till had no clue what the fuck happened when they suddenly noticed that the transaction had been recorded. They looked at me like I was from some other dimension. Despite working a till that had the capacity for contactless pay, that Disneyland employee had never seen anyone use it, and didn't even know that their machine had that capability. That day, I brought the Tomorrowland magic to Disney. Naming your child Randy. Edit. British people ITT, wait, people don't really name their child Randy, do they? Americans, what's wrong with Randy? I'm Irish, but my dad works for an American company and their CEO's name is Randy Horn. We got a good laugh out of that one. Studied psychology a level and learned about a well-known sleep study by Randy Gardner. No one in the class kept a straight face. I swear to God my father-in-law's name is Randy Boner. My wife kept her maiden name as her middle name once we got married because she's proud of it. She should stand tall for that one. Really hold her head high. Oh, she owns it. Has a sister her age too. In school they were known as the Boner Sisters. Ha ha. My FIL is a biker and has a patch on his jacket that says Boner Donor. Interesting family I married into. There's an American comic book artist named Randy Queen. The first time he went to London for a comic book convention, he discovered his hotel had cancelled his reservation because they thought it was a prank caller. Allegedly, Scottish comic book writer Grant Morrison choked on their drink when they were introduced. Randy Giles? Why not just call me Horny Giles or Desperate for a Shag Giles? I knew there was a reason I hated you. Why is that weird? Sorry, I am American lol. Randy in the UK is another word for feeling horny. Do I make you horny, baby? Do I make you positively Randy? Coming from the perspective of a British guy, your style of customer service. Not universally, but very commonly, it's way too over the top for us. Nobody here can be fucked with that. USA, service with smile. UK, service with shrug. France, service with a sneer. In Germany you have to apologize to salespeople for bothering them in the store. Oh yes, same in Ireland for all services. We don't say excuse me to get a salesperson or wait staff's attention, we say sorry, as a question. It means can you help me, can you take my order, etc. That is universal here. Same in Italy. We didn't realize we needed to flag someone down if we needed something. So our first meal in the country we sat there like chads for a good 30 minutes getting increasingly offended at the lack of service. Luckily we caught on and figured out how to bug a wait person respectfully. When someone says, make yourself at home, actually making yourself at home. Wait, no one actually does that, right? People just sit on the couch and maybe grab a cushion. That's all, right? My husband's friend came over one time, uninvited, and immediately used my kitchen sink to give his dog a bath. Is your husband's friend a sim? That made me laugh far harder than it should have. The fuck? If you were close friends or family, it's very literal in the US. No one does anything rude like put their feet up on a couch or table, but for the most part, it indicates a wide set of permissions. Usually, it's courteous to ask for the first few things to establish boundaries, but once you clear, let's say a drink, most people will just grab the second for themselves. I have a cousin I'm close to and I've still never seen the upstairs floor of her house. I laughed so hard at your comment. Here in northern Germany it's quite similar. A rubber in England is not the same as a rubber in the US. What is a rubber in England? An eraser. Haha, then yeah. As an American I'd be a bit confused if someone asked me to pass them a rubber, to say the least. Brit, hey, can you pass me a rubber? I've made a mistake. American, if you already made the mistake I don't think a rubber will do you any good. I have one that's the other way around. A girlfriend did that hands over the eyes surprise thing and presented me with a little Christmas tree decorated with candy cane. I said, oh, a dinky little Christmas tree. In America dinky means worthless. In the UK it means small and cute. She cried. I had called my mother to back me up on the misunderstanding. Over here saying something is quite good means it's not bad. In the US it's closer to very good. I had a student from the UK say that a chart I made for the lecture was brilliant. It was a compliment, but if he had been American, it would have been a much bigger compliment. Especially in an academic context. I think the bloody brilliant is the highest honor you can get from a Brit. A silent nod of respect from an otherwise terrifying authority figure is higher. Chatting casually at the lift. Saying elevator instead of lift. The fact that the second floor in the US is the first floor in the UK. Really confusing the first time I went in an elevator in the UK. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and for more content like this subscribe to Reddit Junkie, and don't forget to ring the notification bell.